All right. Well, shall I start, or do you want to chit-chat to me some more?
I thought we were going to learn how to rack up big debts and then get away with it
yes,
somehow.
Because debt collection agencies may become illegal here in Russia, actually.
So, yes.
Yes, and that's because the Supreme Court has decided that they can't recover debts without a banking license. And if this draft law is approved, collectors will have to wrap up their business, or at least until it gets a legal basis. Now, only last year, collectors bought more than $3 billion of bad debt from banks. And in 2012, the figure may rise to $5 billion, and that's because lenders have upped the number of small credits for individuals. If debt collectors disappear from the market, banks will lose one way of getting rid of toxic debt, and they will also need to employ more people to recover money from debtors. And Denis, or Denise, however you like that, Adolf, a partner of BDO Russia, told us why he thinks this is unlikely.
I believe this is all just talk. The Finance Ministry is preparing a special law for debt collectors, just as they did for microfinance companies, as they don't want to leave the sector unregulated. A ban on collectors would go against global legal practice. Banks often sell off even bad mortgages to finance their operational activities. I believe a temporary ban is meant, or else they've seriously underestimated the impact it would have on the market. For those banks that already sold their bad debts, it will have little impact, as they have already fixed their losses. As for the collectors, there are two ways in which they collaborate with lenders. They buy toxic debts and squeeze them out of debtors, or they have lenders to recover debts for commission. If the ban appears, collectors will simply choose this agency style of cooperation.
So how do you do this? We take a loan in the bank and then never repay it?
Exactly. Basically, if they get rid of the debt collectors who are there to do their job, if they get rid of them, then basically, in essence. But the problem is that here in Russia, those debt collection agencies, from what I understand, some of them can be quite rough. I heard the Alpha Bank debt collectors are some of the worst there.
Really?
Yes.
There's a brilliant Russian kids author, Grigory Oster. I don't know if you remember him or not, but he wrote a book that sort of shaped my entire childhood, which was called Vredные Советы, or basically bad advice in English. I think that's what we've been doing throughout the show. First, we told people that they should try and become whistleblowers and earn some money on corruption. Now we're telling people to take out huge loans and never repay them.
No, I would never recommend that. Just that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, but there we go. It's because now, with everything that's happening, because some of these agencies, their behavior is so bad, they're trying to make sure that it's all being done in a legal way, and that's why they would require them to have a banking license. So in essence, they are just trying to make sure it's all done in the proper way, and
before they knock on your door and start grabbing you by the throat.
Exactly.
Yeah.